Gazeys are upon us, so let's go through who are the finalists and who I think are going to win the award. First up, we got the MVP, and this one is the most straightforward one. It is Bryce Cotton. The others are just a formality to fill out the ballot, but yeah, it's going to be Bryce Cotton's award. Everybody knows it by now. Next up, we have Coach of the Year. We have Vickerman, Justin Tatum, and Josh King. Josh King has a very good case right now because his team started 0-5 when he took over, and they ended up as the 4th seed, which is very good. But then Justin Tatum has just been like the number one coach all year, so I feel like it is his award to lose right now. So I do think he's going to get that one. Next up, we have the most improved. We have Ben Henshaw, Owen Foxwell, and Tyrell Harrison. I would love to know how Taron Armstrong did not become a finalist, but that is neither here nor there. I'm going to pick Ben Henshaw on this one. I think Tyrell Harrison hasn't really improved from last year. He's still very good, like considering what he did last year, but I don't think he's improved that much to like warrant a win for this award. And then Owen Foxwell didn't really get to show like as much as he could have. He was more than like a second half of the year. That inclusion with Derek Walton Jr. going down, showing what he's capable of, being that future of the Phoenix. But I think Ben Henshaw is going to win the improvement that he barely got any playing time last year, and now he's pretty much a starter. He's looking very good. He's on the fringe of being an NBA draft player. So he's getting my nod for that one. Then we have the Sixth Man of the Year. This one feels like another formality. Kawhi Noy, he's been phenomenal. He's saved the Kings so many times this year. Coming off the bench, he's been an absolute firecracker. Will Hickey, Ian Clark are also there. Will Hickey, I think, he's probably been number 2 all year. It's been one of these two, Will Hickey. But Will Hickey, I feel like, has that better ability of starting like when Trey Kelly is out, which I think gives Kawhi Noy like a bit of an edge as well because he is more that actual bench player coming on. He is more of like that Lou Will, Jordan Clarkson kind of type player that's just happily coming off the bench and just getting the buckets that he needs. Then we have the DPOY, the one that I am absolutely flabbergasted where is Xavier Cooks in this top 3. He is the best defensive player on the best defensive team. And I don't even know how he's not even a finalist. I feel like he should be the one winning the award, but that's not even trying to be biased for the Sydney Kings player. Like he's just been that his on-off numbers are like crazy, like the difference that he makes for the team. But I feel like it is either going to be Shea Ili or Wani Swakala-Bullock. It would have been Will Magnay's award, but he just was not healthy. He was my pick at the beginning of the year, but the fact that he missed over half the season, I think kind of should rule him out of even being a finalist. But that's how things have been played out. And this is like the finalists are pretty much nominated from the panel that did all the nominees and everything. So that's how that got to be. I don't know how Will Magnay, because it's actually a quality panel, so I don't know how Will Magnay even made it there. But oh well. I think Wani Swakala-Bullock should win it. I think Shea Ili, he may be like the best defender, but he's also got a lot of good defenders around him where Wani doesn't have that luxury. And I think that should help edge him in front. And then the next gen award, it is Taron Armstrong's award to win. Like, he's just been the best young generation player. He's probably going to be on an NBA team next year. I talked about him the other day, how good he is, how much I love watching him. Alex Tui is a close second. Ben Henshaw is actually, like, these are the 3 guys that deserve to be in the top 3. But I do think Taron Armstrong is definitely going to take the award. And now for the All-NBL awards. These are my pick. These are my first and second teams. I just did this on notes because it seemed like the easiest way. For my first team, I have Cotton, Cooks, Kendrick Davis, Matt Hurt, and Tyler Harvey. I feel like the best player from each of the top 5 teams deserves, 4 out of the 5 teams. It's really hard for Melbourne because they just have so much versatility in their players. Like, there's no number 1 guy, so it's really hard to pick that number 1 option. Then for the second team, I've gone Casey Prather. I've seen the people wanting him in the first team. I think the fact that Brisbane didn't even make the top 6 kind of hurts his case, and I feel like second team is still pretty good for what he's done. And then I have Jaden Adams, Trey Kell, Jack White, and Christian Doolittle. It pretty much came down to either Doolittle or Chris Goulding. I just did Doolittle because of the two-way versatility that he provides over Chris Goulding's just like straight up shooting, and I think his numbers didn't he have a 50 ball this year? I think that helped inflate his to 18 points a game. But I feel like he's like a very close. It's either him or Doolittle. You could go either way. I'm not really too fussed either one. But I just decided to go Doolittle just because that two-way, and he really did help when Bryce Cotton was out and wasn't available. Dalen Adams, I feel like his case did get hurt this week. I'm still going to pick him. I still think like when he's on, he's one of the best players in the league. He's just had a few bad games lately, and I do think if he doesn't make it, that is the reason that hurt him. And I also think Trey Kell probably would have been the number 1 team instead of Harvey, but just injury, I think it's hurt his case. So I've just put him in the second team. It was either him or Sam Froling because Illawarra definitely need to have 2. But I think Trey Kell's numbers are just a bit better. And then Tyler Harvey's in the first team because he's so efficient and he's been fantastic. And I think Jack White's just the best player on the Melbourne United, which is why he is in my second team. But let me know where I went wrong. Let me know who should be the winners of the awards and who should be in the first and second team in the comments.